Okay, I have two big announcements. One before I do video reviews of my Blu-rays, and one after it. First of all, I'm going to talk about this. I traded in my pre-order for Grand Theft Auto 5 on PlayStation 4 for this game called Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. And I gotta say, it's on the lines of Batman Arkham series, and it's fucking amazing. I think it's a must-own. You should definitely buy it. It's awesome. Okay, now on to my movie reviews. First movie I'm going to review is Tank Girl, and I've really enjoyed this. It's not exactly the best movie out there, but it's got some really cool stuff on there. Plus, you got those half-human, half-kangaroo creatures called Rippers. They're designed by Stan Winston, the legendary artist that sadly passed away, but tell you what, Laurie Prey is awesome in this movie, and so is Naomi Watts, and I don't know why Naomi Watts regrets doing this movie, but she's fucking adorable in this movie. And Ice-T as one of the Rippers is pretty cool, and Malcolm McDowell, he is awesome as the villain, and this cover art is just fucking hilarious. This movie don't take itself seriously at all, and I think it's fun because of it. Next movie I'm going to review is, I just watched recently and it blew my mind, Fight Club. Now, this is based on a novel that's actually directed in that movie, that director David Fincher, who went on to do such classic films as The Curious Case of Benjamin Button and The Social Network. I've seen The Social Network, and that movie was amazing. And this movie is just almost as good as that movie. This movie's a classic. I mean, there's a ton of special features in this Blu-ray, and it's got a shocking plot twist I didn't see coming. Even though I kind of knew the ending for all time, I just didn't know how it really ended. It just blew my mind. This movie is amazing. I highly recommend it. Next movie I talked about on my pickups video, Transformers: Age of Extinction. The biggest complaint I have with this movie is it is way too fucking long. I mean, it's 164 minutes. What in the fuck? And half that shit's filler. And the Dinobots, which look badass, don't even get introduced till near the end of the very end of the movie. Other than that, the action's still great, and there's no sexual humor that's no lame sexual humor this time, and I just think this movie's a good movie, but it's just way too long. I do love the fact that they actually didn't skip on the extras like the last release they did, and had to make you wait for the 3D Blu-ray version. Still, I recommend it. Another movie I recommend is Godzilla. My God, this movie's awesome. I mean, it's just like previous Godzilla films. He looks for monsters and he kicks their fucking asses. And minor spoiler alert, he's actually a good guy in this movie. But the reason why, because there's these other two creatures, one's a male, the other's female, and when they reproduce, there's like a bunch of eggs, and they gotta stop them before hatching, and it's just some crazy ass shit. The only thing that sucks about this movie is there's not enough Bryan Cranston, and I'm not gonna spoil why, but I wish he was in it more. That's my main complaint. But other than that, this is a great movie. Another awesome movie is Attack the Block. And what's unique about this movie is the protagonists are actually a bunch of teenage street thugs that try to steal from people. And these aliens are like some of the coolest aliens I've ever seen in my life. I mean, they're just basically black fur with no eyes at all, and they got glow-in-the-dark teeth. I mean, these creatures are badass. This movie is just... This is an awesome movie. I highly recommend it. Attack the Block's awesome. Okay, this was Godzilla, and this was Attack the Block.
Do you get confused?
No.
You have two separate pals.
Another movie I watched is another horror. No, this is a horror comedy. The horror comedy, Tucker and Dale vs. Evil, and this is a pretty funny movie, I thought. It's about these two bumbling hillbilly idiots that meet a group of college students. They think the college students think they're murderous psychopaths, but deep down they're just likable characters. They're just, and all the deaths they cause that are inadvertently caused by themselves, by the college students themselves, and this trick that gets involved with them gets knocked out a lot, and it's just absurdity. And this one guy's got like a rageaholic, a rage against hillbillies, and it's just absurdity. This is a funny movie. It's also a great horror film too. It's like Texas Chainsaw Massacre if it was a comedy, and this is a damn good movie. I highly recommend it. Last but not least, one of the funniest films I've seen in a long time, and is The Campaign, and it's about the Will Ferrell's character who's a Democrat who acts like a Republican, and his opponent that is Zach Galifianakis, who's a Republican that acts like a Democrat. And it's just, there's so many silly stuff. I mean, it's produced by Andy McKay and Will Ferrell, so it's from the guys that did the other guys and Step Brothers and a bunch of other comedy movies. I mean, this movie's funny as hell. Look at that cute little pug. Oh, and this poor little baby gets punched. Spoiler. It's pretty insane too. It's shocking. I mean, this movie's just insane, and it just shows corruption and politics as well. And the ending is one of the funniest I've seen in a long time. And this is an awesome movie. You guys see it. And which brings up my next announcement. I'm here to talk about the Kentucky primary for... It's going to be Allison Lundergan Grimes against Mitch McConnell, who I like to call Bitch McConnell, because he's a fucking bitch. He ain't nothing but a corrupt bastard, and he's been in Washington 30 years. All he does is cause gridlock, and he says, fuck you to Obama. It ain't Obama's fault this country's in shambles. It's the fucking congressmen and the goddamn senators. And that motherfucker, if he's still in Washington, this state's fucked. So, whoever registered to vote, go vote for Allison Lundergan Grimes. I don't care if she's an idiot. She can't be a bigger idiot than that fucking jerk-off bitch McConnell.
He doesn't care if she's an idiot.
I mean... I just think politics just piss me off. They really do.
He looks like a turtle.
And bitch McConnell, he just looks like a fucking Scooby-Doo villain. I want you got away with it too. What if you been like catching your fucking dog?
Whoa.
Oh, I'm a turtle. Oh, a turtle. Don't vote for him, please. Vote for Allison Lundergan Grimes. I mean, we can't stand 30 more years. 30 years is long enough for that old geezer. I mean, he's fucked up this country. He's one of the people that causes gridlock and government shutdown just because the... You know, no, this is a message to you, bitch McConnell. Just don't vote for his ass. Fuck him. That's all I got to say about that. Till next time, bitches. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh my God.
What are you doing?